Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, the United States of America and United Kingdom attacked Yemen again, and they destroyed 36 targets. So, United States of America, 326 million people. Great Britain, 64, I think, million people. And Yemen, 33 million people. So you have about 400 million people against 33,000. Man, I wonder how many heroes will we have after this war against the Houthis, and how many people will be proud of their attack on those criminals. Well, remember, it's like Mike Tyson fighting in his prime, let's say a toddler. Hey, he's a hero, he's a world champion. He won it by fighting the Houthis in Yemen. So let me show you this article. I have two of them actually, and two maps. Two articles, one from the Russians, one from the beautiful Americans. And let's start with the Russians because they are lying sweeter, right? So Russia Today, 3rd of February 2024. US and UK bomb 36 targets in Yemen. I think that's illegal to hit a country, sovereign, independent country like Ukraine, for instance. I mean like Yemen. No. The new bombing follows a series of airstrikes on Iraq and Syria by the same defenders of peace and the ones who love international law and a new world or rules-based world order. I mean, you gotta be a retard not to see through this. And remember, there are many retards among us. The US and UK have carried out a series of combined air and sea-launched strikes against at least 36 targets at 13 locations across Yemen. No problemo. We got it ready. This is Yemen. So, the US Central Command announced on Saturday the joint operation was carried out by Tomahawk missiles launched from U.S. Navy ships and an F/A-18 fighter bombers launched from the aircraft carrier USS Eisenhower. The U.S. Central Command said the raid targeted multiple underground storage facilities, command and control, missile system, UAV storage and operation sites, radars, and helicopters. Oh, they have helicopters like it. Like how many? 3? And I'm quoting, these strikes are intended to degrade Houthi capabilities used to continue their reckless. That's not reckless. They are doing this. They told you why they do it. It's not a reckless. It's reckless that they have the craziness to, to get to fight together 400 million people, two countries with their potential. That's crazy reckless. But they told us exactly why they do it. It's clear, like the Russians, we're going to enter Ukraine, this reason, this. Okay? We tried to discuss these things with you, but you didn't want to talk. You said, you. So, Houthis did not want to talk. The Houthis said, when you're going to stop supporting those guys doing what they do over there, then we're going to stop. And we're going to attack only these vessels. No, but if you attack us, we're going to attack you as well. So, reckless? Reckless because, it's David versus Goliath. Don't you like that? Let's move fucking on. So, these strikes are intended to degrade Houthi capabilities used to continue their reckless and unlawful. But your attacks are lawful, correct? Remember who shot whom? Who intervened for whom? You intervened in someone else's business. They didn't have any problems with UK. Didn't have any problems with USA. They had a problem with someone else. We had a problem with someone else. So that was between these guys. Oh, you got in. You got in. So legally? Well, okay, legally. Because these guys love legality. They just hit Syria, the US, and they talk about legality, unlawful. They shot inside Syria. Why? Because 3 servicemen, US servicemen deployed in Jordan were killed by a drone. What were they doing in Jordan? What are the US troops doing legally in Syria? They're illegally stationed in Syria. So when you claim these kind of things, I'm like, la da 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 na 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 na. Okay, on US and UK ships, yeah, they start with the middle always. right? Their reckless and unlawful actions on US and UK ships. They start at the middle, in the middle of the situation. They pick up not at the beginning, not chronologically. They start wherever they like with always. Oh, I like it from here. Here makes sense. The baboons will not catch it. Their attention span is about 3 minutes. We're way past that, so we can use it. You attacked our things. That's why we were attacked. We are in self-defense. That's why we retaliate. It was illegally that you attacked us. That's the start. That's the year zero. All right. They know they don't have anything, before Common Era. No, zero. Year zero. As international commercial shipping. That's the middle. That's in the middle. A lot of things happened before that. Oh, you don't remember. Earlier on Saturday, the US struck 6 locations in Yemen, stating they contained Houthi cruise missiles set to be launched at ships in the Red Sea. Do you remember when I said I think in my last video that I talked about Yemen and Americans and so on, I said, pay attention to these keywords. We are going to hit them right when they were getting ready to attack, to launch something. I said it in my last video. Go and check it out. When you're going to see Yemen and the last attacks by the US, you're going to see that the past 3 other videos that I made with articles from these guys, from the Americans claiming, they always claimed before, almost about to, like imminent shot. We don't hit them like crazy. Imminent, just before they launched. And I believe them. All right. In response, the Houthis are set to meet escalation with escalation. Okay. According to a senior political official and spokesman, Mohammed al-Bukaiti, Bugatti, Bukaiti, and I'm quoting, our military operations against the Zionist entity. Oh, Zionist. Hey, when did you get these guys in? I thought it was the reckless launched at ships in the Red Sea. Where is that? Right here. Reckless and unlawful attacks on US-UK ships as well as international commercial shipping. Why do you get these guys in? What? Where? Oh, you know why? Because these guys, as I said, they start their history, their narrative from far from the beginning. They start whenever it's convenient for them. Now we find out what? If you don't know anything about this, you would ask, what are these guys talking about, the Zionists? What's this shit? Crazy. It don't make sense. Don't make sense because these guys don't tell you the history. So that's why it doesn't make sense. They start the movie from the middle of it. Already started. You're 1 hour in the movie. Entity will continue until the aggression again. My God, this guy tells us something. He's dreaming. What is he talking about, right? Our military operations against the Zionist entity will continue until the aggression against Gaza stops, no matter what sacrifice it costs us. He wrote on X. Remember, these are the guys with the reckless thing. They tell us exactly why they do it. And you see here when they say Zionist entity, they don't call Israel or the Israelis. They talk about the Zionist entity. Well, who knows something about this understand exactly the difference. Okay, so this is one. Let's go and see. They don't tell us exactly where they destroyed, what they destroyed here. But, oh, sorry. The Russians, that's why I like to start with the Russians, because the Russians tell us more than CNN or Associated Press. They're going to be the next article. And listen to this and watch this right here. Right here. They give us some history that the Americans started from the mid-movie. Yemen's Houthis rebels have been attacking shipping in the region in solidarity with Palestinians since the breakout of Israel-Hamas conflict in October last year. Initially targeting only Israeli-affiliated vessels. That's not what they said here, the Americans. That's not what they said here. All right, here, remember? No. The Houthis later began attacking US and UK owned ship after the coalition launched strikes against Yemen. So would you read Russia Today or the commentaries of the Pentagon that are going to be spewed? And I'm going to make right now I'm going to look at the Associated Press article and see if they're going to tell us about all this. US, Britain strike Yemen's Houthis in a new wave, retaliating for attacks by Iran-backed militants. All right, let's see. The United States struck 36 targets, but Washington more directly target Iran, Houthis launched, okay, the latest strikes against the Houthis were launched by US and American British fighters. They want to tell us that the British now have a big dick because of the defense minister who's Jewish. Thank you very much. Yeah, and these guys defend what? Just a coincidence. The Houthi targets were in 3 different locations, and they were struck by BBB. We already know that one. The official authorized public discussed military. The U.S. warned that its response after the soldier's death in the Tower 22 base in Jordan last Sunday would not be limited to one night. Okay, but what's the Houthis have to do with that? Okay, and they tell us about this. You have to remember this when you want to get a job. All right, remember that. If you don't know that, you're not going to get a job in America pretty soon. I'm just kidding. Now, Mohammed al-Bughtati said the military operations again will continue until the crimes of genocide in Gaza are stopped and the siege of its residents is lifted, no matter the sacrifice it cost us. Well, isn't this different than the, what is it? The Zionist entity? Where is it? No. Okay, but he wrote online that the American-British aggression against Yemen will not go unanswered and will meet escalation with escalation. All right, let's go defense. Stated, he added, will not hesitate to defend lives of the free flow of commerce. Okay, he added, we will not hesitate to defend lives of the free flow of commerce in one of the world's most critical waterways. So we are actually defending the free flow of commerce in general because those guys are idiots. Oh, again here. Okay, Sandy says here that Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said in a statement that the military action with support from Australia, Bahrain, Canada, Denmark, and Netherlands, and New Zealand sends a clear message to Houthis that there will continue to be further consequences if they do not end their illegal attacks on international shipping and naval vessels. From the middle right here. Okay, again, we will not hesitate to do this. And they destroyed, as I said, what they did. They said the British military struck control station west of Yemen's capital, Sana'a. This is Yemen here. I think Sana'a is right here. West of Sana'a means this way. Okay, let's go back to these guys. President Joe Biden, 3rd time, military, Hezbollah. They put all these things together. So we make sure. Anything else? No, they don't tell us. Ships to travel. Okay, again. The threats also have led the US and the allies to set up joint mission. Oh no, right here, that's right. The Houthis' attacks have led shipping companies to reroute their vessels from the Red Sea, sending them, it's sneaky, you know, like never like, oh, we started with Israel or we did, no, with the, not with Israel, with the Zionist entity that they call it. Again, during the normal operation, about 400 commercial vessels transit the southern Red Sea at any given time. So we help them, you know. Okay, and they don't say anything else around where they destroyed. So let's go to, this is the map of the Middle East. And this is Yemen right here. This is where these guys attack from the Red Sea. I don't know if they go to the Gulf of Aden or not, but they hit right here. Remember, all this thing is 33 million people. Now, Houthis have this part right here. The rest is the governments or something. So, and then you have Israel right here. Right, so Americans are helped, and the British, with their defense minister, are protecting them from these guys here because they have a problem with them and we have a problem with them. Therefore, now that one, when things will escalate and things will go bad, and we are going to be probably at the receiving end, we, the population of 400 million people, then these guys are going to tell us, see, we told you they're bad dudes. Why? Because we told you they just attacked the commercial vessels over there indiscriminately. All right, well, again, new targets, and they will continue doing that. They will continue doing that. Now, what I predict will happen, or I foresee happening, something will happen in both countries, United States of America and Great Britain, something bad. And then when that's going to happen, these guys will not own it. This guy will say, see, we told you. That's why we fight these people. Okay, it's like Russia will tell us now, see, that's why we started fighting Ukraine, because you see NATO is involved in Ukraine. We demasked the NATO involvement in Ukraine. That's why we had to do that. Yeah. All right, my friends, here it is. Mighty United States of America and Great Britain attack another weak country. But hey, If they attacked us, we have to retaliate. And no, yeah, self-defense. Can we use that? Only they can use it. Can we use it? Excuse me, Johnny, can we use that? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.